The holidays give us permission to miss our loved ones out loud and how much we love them and how we wish they were here. So I just invite you both just to sit back, relax, and enjoy, and most importantly, embrace the most amazing and beautiful messages from your loved ones. Okay, want to talk about who passed from the chest? Because they're laboring my breathing.
My husband.
So the way that you heal and the way that you grieve are going to be different. He said, from the moment I saw you, I knew that we were going to be together.
Mm-hmm. Steve and I met in high school. We went out throughout senior year, and we went out till we got married, which was 7 years later, because, you know, he went away to college. So we grew up together. I knew he was my soulmate.
Do you connect with the birds?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I'll just see a bird in the backyard, or like when I'm walking out in the morning, and I'll
And
actually
you say,
say,
"Good morning,
hi,
Steve."
That's incredible. Yep.
So know that when you do that, he's saying, yes, that's me. He says, I don't like seeing you so sad. He says, but yet you walk out that door, you put on that brave face, and you're laughing, and you're, yeah. He says, but then Teresa, the second she comes in, she's telling me how hard, do you know how hard this was for me today? I can't believe you left.
I never get mad at him, but I do tell him he has a lot of nerve.
Yeah. Did he pass sudden and/or unexpected? Because I almost feel like I just collapsed.
Exactly.
It was almost like, you don't understand. I didn't feel good, and it was like, and then I just collapsed.
He was running in the turkey trot in Garden City, and he had run it for the past 20-something years.
He kept showing me a hole in a heart. So whatever it is that he had with his heart, it was not fixable. So you know that there was nothing that you could have done to have prevented his departure. He said, Teresa, before I got to the ground, he goes, I died. He didn't lay there and suffer.
Did he know he was
because
leaving us?
Your husband just said to me, he goes, it's such a peaceful feeling, and we don't even know what's happening until after.
We still miss him, and, you know, not having him physically here for things is difficult, but I think now we know he's gonna be at anything that's important, that he's here, and he's never gonna leave us. And that's a gift.
Christmas is going to be tough. Every day is tough, but we have to get through, because I know that's what he'd want.
Unfortunately, your husband is departed.
Yes.
Your husband has been and will continue to leave you amazing signs and symbols that he is with you.
Okay.
And do you find the feathers?
Oh my God, Teresa. Yes. Since he passed, I find these feathers outside, inside, randomly. But when I would find these, I would think of him. I don't know what the reason was.
So know that the feathers is a clear sign and symbol from your husband that he is with you at these exact moments, and that he is reassuring you, I'm here, I'm okay.
Before Teresa came, I said to him, and I said it out loud, Tom, if you're going to come through, if this is you, bring up the feathers. So that was pretty amazing, because no one knows about that.
He did fight. Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
And he would have stayed if he could. He says, I want her to start doing things that make her feel complete. And that with every breath that you and the boys take, know that his soul is with you.
I feel so at peace. You know, I just feel like everything's gonna be okay.
And I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Oh my God! Hi, Merry Christmas! Oh, I missed you guys. So, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, good to see you.
Well, the first time I was ever here was just the first time that I ever channeled Brian, and also the first time I ever channeled a child. Do you still have his bicycle in the garage?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I said to him, I said, Brian, I said, why are we talking about that? And he said, I want always to remind my parents of all of the things that I did accomplish. He keeps going to this box
It's a suitcase, and I have everything in there, and I've never opened it since.
from the vacation. All the things that he packed. And he looked at me and he said, Teresa, he said, because those were all my favorite things.
Yes, they were.
He said, I took everything that was my favorite.
He did.
Even now, it's always just yesterday that it happened. He was my little guy, and he was gone. And my life was over.
He's like, Teresa, he goes, all the readings were helping my family get through what they needed.
Yes, he helped us through the whole thing. You did, he did. He was amazing.
He says, I am a big boy. And that was the right decision to let me be big and go in the 2.5 feet water by myself. Whatever happens in my life, that I always have Brian with me. And everything that I do in my life, I know Brian is there helping me and guiding me. And I am always so thankful for him.
He's a gift.
Absolutely. And as much as he was a gift as your son, I consider Brian like my son.
I didn't expect any of this. Our reading with Teresa at Christmas time is a beautiful gift. That's how we look at it. It's time for us to sit with our little guy, although he's not little, and just connect. And it's the most precious gift that anyone could ever have.
Merry Christmas.
We know that Brian is there with us on Christmas Day, so it makes us feel like we're all together.